I guess the Middle East is the new Griff Ground Zero. Hey y'all, Gravity, any day above ground live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. I know I didn't mean to put this on your mental whenever you're watching this. You might have eaten, you might have just gotten off your lover, whatever. But this, shout out to Jeff Charles, and y'all know I've had Jeff on this program a couple of times. He texted me something the other day, and it's just funny that every day we're finding new grifts. Y'all need to give the Hoteps all the money, because them Hoteps, they have figured out that grifts exist, and they opened that door and then ran away. Rob Smith. Now, we've seen his many grifts. He's gone over to war with black conservatives. He's claimed he left MAGA and then ran back after 2 weeks because he was a coon in the cold. He's running around acting like he's for black folks and black Americans, and then next breath going to knock black Americans and black folks. The griff wheel of misfortune with this one is it's great. We should call him Pat Sambo Jack. But old Rob Smith did something that is quite hilarious, and something that I'm sure is going to pop up very soon. So we're going to check that out. All right, so we're on his page, and as I said, Jeff Charles texted me this, and I was laughing for about 10 seconds, and I was already thinking of what I'm going to say in this video. So Rob Smith said, "My first trip to Qatar has been eye-opening. This is a very different Middle East than I experienced as a U.S. Army soldier deployed during an Operation Iraqi Freedom. Long before I was a political commentator, media personality, and podcaster," which nobody listens to, you, by the way, "I was a United States soldier tasked with defending and protecting America. It is something that I have literally put my life on the line to do so, and something that I take very seriously. Did you know there's a U.S. Air Force base in Qatar that hosts 10,000 active duty American soldiers? I did not, because you don't play in those political streets. You're cosplaying." But we continue. "I wasn't aware of a great deal of things about Qatar, only misperceptions and half-truths I'd read about online. When the opportunity was presented to me with full authority and autonomy to ask the tough questions of the officials I'd be meeting with, and I did, I decided to risk any potential criticism and to travel and experience it for myself. I spent days meeting with various American officials stationed in Qatar, as well as members of their government, speaking with congressmen and congresswomen about the complex geopolitical relationship and financial partnerships that Qatar has with the United States." So you have congressmen and congresswomen over there in Qatar. Yeah, there's nothing strange about that. "Visiting the campus of Georgetown University based in Qatar and encountering an Islamic population that is quite different from the far left radicals we're dealing with in the United States of America." Well, isn't that something? So it's okay for an American university to go over there and educate, but y'all have a problem with them coming over here to be educated. Oh, okay. But we're not going to ask them type of questions, right? Okay, we continue. "In the weeks and months before my visit, Qatar has been visited by patriotic American servants like Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and of course our 47th President, real Donald Trump, to secure the bag. I am proud to follow in their footsteps and doing my part to understand Qatar, bringing my military and media experience and expertise to help our various ambassadors and American officials currently serving understand the peculiarities of the social media moment we're in, and helping to keep America strong by understanding and highlighting the unique and mutually beneficial military and financial partnerships that we share with Qatar." So you caping for the military industrial complex and fintech. Continue, sir. "It has been an eye-opening few days, and I cannot wait to share more with you." Now, he sent this on December 1st, and Jeff had to go start off my month, the last month of the year, with this. This is going to be the new sellout. Y'all had a problem with Tucker Carlson talking to Qatar. Y'all have a problem with that man getting funded by Qatar. Now all of a sudden y'all are talking about Qatar positively? The same country that has your data. Yeah, this is what y'all are doing. For a few Middle Eastern dollars and maybe a gold bar, which I wouldn't be mad at if you got a gold bar out of this, you are now shilling for the Middle East. What a way we have turned the corner, family. You wouldn't have seen this 30 years ago. Only in movies. Here's a Mary King who's dumb. Qatar was a huge ally post 9/11. They let us use their air bases, etc. And yet your government bombed them between 9/11 and now. Well, post 9/11. Bro, Qatar literally made it illegal to be gay. What are you doing? Bet you he didn't tell him that. Yeah, I'm sure he read this and they told him, do not do anything if you do carry your husband. Just act like y'all are just friends or associates. Anyway, we continue. Did you ask them about how they fund Hamas, outlaw homosexuality, buy universities for influence, which we just read, hate Western society? It's not that they hate it. They're just more aligned with BRICS now. They're aligned with the Middle Eastern agenda, the GCC agenda. How on earth, as an Iraq veteran, did you not know that there's a U.S. Air Force base in Qatar that hosts 10,000 active duty American soldiers? The Iraq War was launched from there, and it was the major staging and command center for operations during the Iraq War. Because he doesn't know anything. See this here, fam, and for those on his thread. He's an Iraq vet. We're not going to knock that. He's a Columbia alum. He's woke. Political analyst. We saw him in front of Abby Phillip. That was shameful. Social media personality. Don't nobody care. And when he did get owned by them groypers, they showed him how much of a social media personality he is. Influential, not an influencer. Sir, you're an influencer, and you just proved it with this whole post. This soliloquy you did, I love Qatar. You're trying to get in on the ground floor of the Trump Tower they're building there. Hopefully they'll give you a standing room. But okay. Well, what is this? Now, Melissa Tate. Let's see. 11 countries paying U.S. TikTokers. Well, I don't know if he's on TikTok, but let's see. Qatar's number one, 2.8 million with 22 creators, 180 reels. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Turkey, China, Russia, Korea, Japan, Mexico, Egypt, and Israel. So it looks like Russia pays the most. 6 YouTubers indicted. That's crazy. That's crazy. What? Ooh, Israel War Room. What tough questions did you ask? Did you ask why Qatar continues to host and fund Hamas? I don't care. Let's see. Thanks for visiting us with an open mind and coming to build bridges. The world becomes a better place when we learn from one another and work together to be better. You only got 845 off of this, and you have over 100,000 followers, including John Cena. Oh wait, I didn't see that one. My bad. Yeah. Did you check in on all their slaves? And it goes on and on. Ooh. What happened between 2022 and today, Rob? Young journalist died suddenly in Qatar. He was an LGBT activist who went viral pushing the alphabet agenda. So cue to conspiracy theories instead of mentioning a likely contributing factor we're not allowed to discuss. The check cleared. But y'all get the point. We don't have to go any further. He sold out. And I'm not knocking it, but just understand that when you sell out for any type of money or any type of enrichment, it's going to come back and bite you in some form or fashion. But that's Rob Smith, family. He'll sell out to the highest bidder. What more would you expect from somebody who decided to go to the left to complain about the right? But anyway, y'all, just wanted to bring that to you. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, it done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. So I'm going to get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out. So it's even worse. And I hate to use Loopy Loomer, a.k.a. Howard Stern in the face, a.k.a. Jigsaw for this. But okay. You just heard the upload I just did. And here we go. We have an update. So as I said, this is the new Griff. And we have found a couple of players involved in this grift. So you see Rob Smith's name here, but you have Emily Saves USA or America, whatever the hell. Remember, she was the one who was arguing with Sarah Stock and that Morgan Ariel chick because Sarah Stock was getting married. And that's when we found out a lot of the indiscretions that were going on at Turning Point USA. And this woman called Caitlin Sinclair, never heard of her, but okay. So they went, according to what Loopy Loomer wrote, they went over there during Thanksgiving. And as you also heard me say in the upload at the beginning, you also had GOP members of Congress there. So it sounds like, as I said, they're going to be the ones to start the ball rolling, saying Qatar is okay. And here are your GOP members: Laura Lee, Abe Hamadeh. I probably said that wrong. He's out of Arizona. Laura Lee is out of Florida. Lance Gooding's out of Texas. Ryan Zinke is out of Montana. And Marlon Stutzman is out of Indiana. Y'all could do something really nice in those 5 states next year. Vote them out, but we'll see. We're gonna have to dig deeper into this. Maybe we'll do a live about the Muslim Brotherhood. We're not sure, but anyway, let me get out of here. Y'all heard me talk long enough.